Ouch! Yuck! Okay, I think this drone might be immortal. Like, seriously, is this the DJI Slayer everyone's been talking about? I've owned a bunch of DJI drones, but lately the internet can't stop buzzing about this new guy. So naturally, I did what any responsible adult would do. I impulse bought it. And wow, this thing actually blew my socks off. But instead of just telling you how cool it is, I'm going to show you. No drone skills, no problem. Just pull it out, turn it on, press a button, boom! Instant Spielberg. All right, let's kick things off with the first mode, follow mode. I didn't change a single setting. This is fresh out of the box stuff. Plug and play. I'm going to guide you through making 7 cool videos using 6 different flight modes, all while riding my motorcycle like a boss who refuses to get off. And when we're done, I'll stitch them all together into one epic little motorcycle travel film. Now, in this mode, we're not using a beacon or any fancy tech wizardry, so every now and then, just sneak a quick peek in your rearview mirror to make sure your flying buddy hasn't wandered off to chase a squirrel or something. Also, don't go full speed demon. Keep it under 20 miles per hour. Think cruise control, not fast and furious. Right now, I'm rolling at about 10 miles per hour on this 2-lane road, and the drone's hanging in there like a champ. Okay, let's open it up a bit and see what this thing's really got. Speeding up to 20 miles per hour. Still with me? Yep. Still there, creepy but comforting. Drone hovers and lands on hand like a trained hawk. And just like that, it lands right in my hand. No drama, no dismount, no chasing it through a field like last time. Drone away. Let's ride. All right, time for mode 2, sidetrack. Think of it as the drone's version of walking beside you, staring at you lovingly while you ride a motorcycle. I scroll through the flight modes until I find sidetrack, and just like last time, I didn't touch a single setting. No fancy setup, just straight up factory defaults. Here's the idea. The drone flies next to you, parallel to your path, but keeps the camera locked on your beautiful helmet the whole time. A little planning goes a long way in this mode, because the drone flies sideways like it's moonwalking, but forgot to bring its side mirrors. There are no sensors on the side, so unless you want your drone to get intimately acquainted with a tree trunk, make sure the path is clear before takeoff. Let's see if it can keep up. I hit launch, twist the throttle, and off we go, still on the bike. No dismounts, no drama. Now listen. This drone's not pulling off a perfect 90-degree side strafe like it's in an action movie. It's more like a casual 30-degree angle, like, hey bro, I'm here, but not too close. Honestly, I think it works better that way. It actually feels cinematic, like I'm starring in my own low-budget travel film, directed by a flying robot. And check this out. While I'm riding, the drone smoothly swings to the other side, but still keeps me locked in. When I'm done showing off, make a little X above my head like I'm casting a spell, and boom, it knows it's time to come home. No surprises, it lands right in my hand. Again, safe and sound. And yes, my butt never left the seat. Mode 3, cycle mode. I'm using the beacon to make sure the drone sticks with me like a loyal puppy with propellers. Meanwhile, I can keep an eye on it from the beacon screen like a high-tech rear view mirror. Now, this trail, it's no joke. We're deep in the woods, surrounded by trees, branches, and the occasional confused squirrel. It's the kind of place where GPS signals go to hide. Perfect for testing the drone's narrow mode. Basically, its ability to dodge twigs, leaves, and nature's general attempt to swat it out of the sky. As usual, I launch the drone while sitting. One click, boom. We're off. It's like Uber, but for drones. We crossed a stream, and guess what? No crashes, no hiccups, just smooth sailing. It didn't even clip a single branch. This thing's got moves. I'm seriously impressed. 10 out of 10. Okay, make a little X above my head, and it returns home like a teenager after curfew eventually, but in one piece. All right. Time to pack up our high-flying friend and hit the road. Mode 4. Still cycle mode, because why not? Same setup, beacon on with narrow mode. This trail is like the previous one's evil twin. It is a green tunnel of tangled branches and filtered sunlight, way denser woods, more branches and leaves to confuse the AI, and even fewer places to turn around if things go south. Okay. The drone and beacon are now officially in a committed relationship. Let's see if the drone can thread this needle. All right, time to throttle up and roll out. Steady pace though, we're not auditioning for Fast and the Furious Forest Edition. The drone zipped over like it's training for the Forest Olympics. No crashes, no bumps. It's dodging branches like it owes them money. Next time I'm dressed in forest green, will the drone still track me? Or will it start filming a bush thinking it's me? Honestly, I'm amazed. This little guy handled it like a champ. Give it a medal, or at least a firmware update. Okay, pro tip here. Putting the cross marker on your chest? Nope, doesn't work. The drone gets confused and flies off like it's chasing a butterfly. You've got to hold that marker above your head, like you're trying to hail a flying robot taxi. All right, this spot's a bit too much. Let's find somewhere less lost in the forest and more drone-friendly. Mode 5. Dolly track. I just went with the default settings, because why mess with the mysterious drone gods? In this mode, the drone gets fancy and films me from the front, while flying backward. Brave little guy. Luckily, it has a rear sensor, so it's not completely blind, just half blind, like someone walking backward with sunglasses on at dusk. Same drill. Turn it on, launch, and off I go. No need to get off the bike or even pretend I'm putting in effort. Pro tip, keep it under 15 miles per hour unless you want to film an epic crash instead of a cinematic ride. Don't go from 0 to zoom. If you change your speed too fast, the drone starts panicking like it's trying to keep up with a caffeinated squirrel. It bounces around, doing its best to maintain distance and track you like a multitasking intern on their first day. It's flying backward and still keeping up with me, like a devoted cameraman on a reality show I didn't sign up for. Overall, it performed great. The drone didn't stay perfectly in front of me the whole time, probably because it was doing its best to track a moving object while flying in reverse. Honestly, can't blame it. Then I did my signature move, cross mark above my head. With the camera tilted at 30 degrees, the footage still looks solid. Nothing Spielberg would sue me over. Drone packs up like a loyal robot dog, and we roll on to the next scene. Mode 6. Orbit, or as I call it, drone doing donuts around me. Perfect timing. I found a big open field right as the sun started setting. Cue the dramatic lighting and emotional soundtrack. I started with an 8 feet orbit radius, just a tight little circle. Then I got wild and tried 5 feet, a real close talker, and finally 16 feet for that wide, majestic shot. The idea? Mash them all together later for an epic multi-angle montage that says, yes, I bike like a legend. Well, would you look at that? My drone circling me like it's rehearsing for Dancing with the Stars, Aerial Edition. All at sunset, no less. I'm out here looking like the main character, and I didn't even try. And get this, I didn't even have to throw up the dramatic X over my head. The drone just casually floated back like, I got you, fam. Total pro. I never had to get off my bike. Each time the drone flew back to where it started like it was returning from a tiny aerial coffee break. Mode 7. Zoom out. For the grand finale, time to look mysterious and important as the drone zooms out like it's ending a Netflix special. I set the zoom out distance to 30 feet. I kept the beacon active too, because if things went sideways, I needed a panic button. Safety first, ego second. All right, my flying AI drone, aka Sky Christopher Nolan, don't mess this up. Make me look like a legend, not a blooper reel. I used my invisible Tai Chi powers to gently yeet the drone into the sky. Look at it go, gliding off into that orange sunset like it's in a kung fu movie with a drone-shaped hero. And when it finished filming, it came floating right back, like, did I do good, master? Honestly, this thing's more loyal than my group chat. Execution? Flawless. The drone lifted off, zoomed out like a dramatic movie ending, and came right back without a fuss. I stayed on my bike the whole time, barely lifting a finger. Honestly, the drone might be more independent than my GPS. With all 7 modes wrapped up, I edited the footage into one glorious, continuous drone masterpiece. No fancy effects, just raw footage, some background music, and a very brave little flying robot. Enjoy the show. Popcorn optional.